Talk a little bit about what the Gates Foundation is doing. First of all, how much information you're getting, where you're getting that information, because I get the feeling you probably know more than just about any place else. You've agreed that you're going to spend more than $100 million on this. Where is that money being spent? What do you think is most hopeful in what might help us in this situation?
Well, the areas that we have the deepest expertise in is how you do testing, how you find drugs that will save lives, and how you get a vaccine that making 7 billion of those is going to be an incredible challenge. And so, we've taken our normal work, on polio eradication or some of our HIV, TB work, and we've had to redirect that to making sure we understand which of the therapeutics really are promising with actual data, picking which of the many vaccine efforts it's worth putting a lot of money behind, and building that manufacturing in parallel with the safety and efficacy work, which is very difficult to do. Probably will take about 18 months before we can get to a significant level. So therapeutics could come a lot sooner. Things like manufactured antibodies or using the blood of recovered patients in order to help treat people who are just getting sick. Those, there's enough of them that in aggregate, I'd say it's very likely we'll have those interventions in the 4 to 6 month time frame. But how much that'll cut the death rate in these overloads, is still a bit uncertain. That comes quicker than the large-scale vaccine availability.
You're thinking 18 months, even with all the work that you've already done to this point and the planning that you are taking with lots of different potential vaccinations and building up for that now?
Yeah, so there's an approach called RNA vaccine that people like Moderna, CureVac, and others are using, that in 2015 we'd identified that as very promising for pandemics and for other applications as well. And so if everything goes perfectly with the RNA approach, we could actually beat the 18 months. We don't want to create unrealistic expectations. The efficacy of vaccines in older people is always a huge challenge. It turns out the flu vaccine isn't that effective in elderly people. Most of the benefit comes from younger people not spreading it because they're vaccinated, and that benefits on a community basis the elderly. Here, we clearly need a vaccine that works in the upper age range because they're most at risk of that. And doing that so that you amp it up so it works in older people and yet you don't have side effects. If we have 1 in 10,000 side effects, that's way more, 700,000 people who will suffer from that. So really understanding the safety at gigantic scale across all age ranges, pregnant, male, female, undernourished, existing comorbidities, it's very, very hard. And that actual decision of, okay, let's go and give this vaccine to the entire world, governments will have to be involved because there will be some risk and indemnification needed before that can be decided on.